All right, so how do you see AI transforming the landscape for small businesses, especially here in the South? Ms. AI in the South Consultant.
I will say this. Don't be surprised if I'm a millionaire in 2026.
Welcome back to another episode of Live the Grace Life. I'm your host, Corey Holman, and let me tell you something. I'm actually really excited. We've had some phenomenal guests on our podcast, but today we're taking it to another level, y'all. And so I have Miss Stephanie Johnson, y'all. She is an AI consultant. She is the owner of the Downtown Business Collective. She's a certified AI consultant, and her 9 to 5 is the executive director for the Downtown Development in Dawson, Georgia. So please help me welcome Miss Stephanie Johnson.
What? That's what I'm talking about. Hype me up. Thank you for having me here today, Corey.
My
Thank
pleasure.
you so much. Thank you.
Listen, we're excited to have you here. I have been seeing you everywhere. I was telling my team earlier, I was on Facebook. I'm like, wait a minute, she's here. Oh, she's here. Wait a minute, I just saw her here on Facebook. And that's phenomenal because you're really invested in your community. But today, I really want to dive into this AI in the South.
Okay.
And this is a movement that she has created, and she is helping businesses, individuals, if you work for organizations. She is certified to help you take your business to the next level through AI. But let's start off by what inspired you to dive into this journey?
So really what inspired me was lack. Lack.
Yeah.
And when I say lack, that's not from a negative standpoint. But I've been in the city for the last couple of years,
Yeah.
and I came back to Southwest Georgia. And there's a lot of resources that we lack.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily because they're not there, it's because we may not have the resources to get to them.
Yeah.
So being downtown, walking down Main Street, not just in my hometown, walking in a lot of other hometowns, I'm noticing that that our business owners didn't have certain things. They didn't have certain relationships. They didn't have certain tools. And sometimes the biggest thing is not just finances, is confidence. And so once I looked at that, and being downtown development authority, usually those people are business ready when they come to me. But I noticed most businesses in the South are not business ready.
Yeah.
And when it gets to the point where you have to bridge both, usually we give them another resource to go to. And that's where that confidence wasn't coming in, to talk to other agencies or other organizations. So having that good amount of trust with a lot of the local business owners and talking to them, I noticed that getting it done and talking to the right people, it wasn't mission. It was a mission. So that's where the Downtown Business Collective came from.
Okay.
And so when the Downtown Business Collective really involved in having the one-on-one consulting, then I realized, hey, I'm sending you off to do this and to do this and to do this, and they still weren't getting it done. And I was like, it has to be another answer. And I thought about it, AI. AI.
Okay.
Like now there's not a gap.
Yeah.
The tools that we need is right there in AI. Of course, you still need your human connection.
Yeah.
But a lot of the other things that we need from marketing, branding, PR releases, how you're going to even respond to emails, all of those things now that most business owners, especially mom and pops, it's now in AI. Yeah. So that's how we got to that, trying to fill in that gap for the things of lack that we don't have, but now we currently do have.
Yeah. That's good. And it's so true because when you're a one-person show or you're the only person running your business, there's going to be a lot of gaps because lack is not always about money. It's also, like you said, it's about the confidence. It's the not having the adequate support to be able to get so much done, because you're trying to do this, you're trying to run your accounting, you're trying to market, and all of that, depending on what your business is,
Right.
that's a lot.
And then think about it when we go back to the confidence, when you have those money conversations, who do you have those conversations with? A lot of times you got to have that trust to even go to that next level. When I'm showing you my graphic and you're my friend or you're another associate, you may not like what I'm showing you.
Yeah.
Now that drops my confidence. But if I talk to AI, I'm getting different perspectives.
Yeah.
So by the time I get it to you,
Yeah.
I'm already ready.
And I never even thought about it like that, but that's so true. Like, and I do that too. Now that I think about it, when you said that, but that does you put a middle person in. Well, use AI to be the middle ground there that kind of helps you prepare before you go into anything. Now I'll tell y'all this. I use AI for my emails because nobody got time. Nobody got time to be trying to think of this
Right.
stuff. I remember one of our team members, Asher, he was against it at first because he was like, that. But then he realized how easy it was. He was like, oh, yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to do it because it makes your life easier.
Right.
Yeah.
It's that confidence. It's that lack. It takes that middle part of whatever you're lacking.
Yeah.
And that's where I was like, oh, this is it. This is it. The bigger industries have been doing it for years,
Yeah.
and now it's in our hands. Let's take advantage of it.
So the bigger industries have been doing it. And a lot of times in rural places, you'll see that there is a slow progression. So what do you say to that slow progression, and how can businesses catch up in that process? I know that's a loaded question. That was a sentence all loaded. She said, "Wait a minute, I got to process that one." But tell us about that, and we'll break it in levels. It don't have to be,
Okay. So for number one, as far as catching up, you have to go ahead and get your mindset to realize that it's here.
Yeah.
It is here. It's
Yeah.
not tomorrow. It's not yesterday.
Yeah.
It is here. And it's been here for a long time. It really has. So that's the first part, is the mindset shift.
Yeah.
The second part is realizing it's going to make you better. A better business owner, a better community leader. It's going to make you better.
Yeah.
Because the things that we sometimes double guess ourselves or we don't have the time for, now we have that.
Yeah.
So if you can think about how you can be a better version of yourself for your business, for your community, for your industry, now you have that. So putting it into play, into practice every day. Something as simple as getting in your car, because most of our cars have the technology, right?
Yes.
You're looking at Google, you're talking to Apple,
Yeah.
you're already utilizing it.
Yeah.
So put your foot to the gas and let's get it done. There is no slow progression because you're already doing it. You just have to have the mindset to realize that you're already utilizing it. There's different levels to AI, but realize that you've already done it. So you're taking away that sabotage that somebody else may have projected on you because you're already doing it.
Mindset shift was so good, and it's so true. Because I said, and I know you sit with a lot of business owners too, and it's that mindset shift of you don't have to do it all by yourself now. And even the simple fact that AI is a tool to help you, so that even if you lack in the resources, you may be able to use AI in certain areas of your business until you're able to afford.
Until you're able. Exactly.
Right?
Until you're able.
And so, y'all, so Stephanie did something that kind of blew my mind, and I'm gonna give you an opportunity to pull it up on your phone.
Okay.
But she did something, and she was explaining how she uses AI in her every day. And so, we use ChatGPT. Some people use Gemini,
ChatGPT, Claude, Perplexity. There's
Yeah.
so many. It just depends on the aspect of how you want to use it.
Yeah.
I tell people it's the exact same thing. It's lifestyle and there's business. And when we say business, we're not just talking about as a business owner, but even an employee. How do you utilize it at work? A lot of times we're thinking that our employees, there are some industries that are blocking certain AI perspectives, but you still have your cell phone. You still have your cell phone. So that's one thing to look at it. How can you utilize it to maximize your day and your time and your lifestyle and in your business? And I use it in both.
Well, let me ask you this then. So do you have a favorite?
I do have a favorite.
Okay, which one's your favorite?
So my favorite is ChatGPT.
Okay.
Little chat buddy. That's what I
Yeah.
call it.
Yeah, because I've been the people have been saying like I just learned about Gemini. So one of my clients came and I was like, oh, I haven't tried it, and I tried it. I'm so used to using chat, but tell me why it's your favorite. Like, what
Okay.
makes it? Yeah.
For me, chat is I guess I would say I've made it more personalized. So that's another thing. So like you said, someone uses Google Gemini. If that's where you went to first, that's kind of like what you adopted first. So it really depends on which software you go to first and why.
Yeah.
But for me, chat is like an all-around purpose. You can use it for pretty much anything and everything. It has a lot of different customizations. So we won't go into all of the different customizations, but you're able to have projects, you're able to have custom GPTs, you're able to have like these one-on-one conversations. So after you get finished with this podcast, of course, I'm pretty sure this is going to go in one file. It's the exact same concept with ChatGPT. You have the ability to put all of these different day-to-day projects, day-to-day conversations in different files. And for me, it's easier because I've trained it to think like me or to help me process different things.
Yeah.
So it already knows I work for Downtown. It already knows I own Downtown Business Collective. It even knows that I'm an empty nester. Like, it knows these things. So me going into another software to train is still easy and accessible, but all softwares can't do the exact same thing. They don't have the same capabilities.
Yeah.
Some of them are better at imagery. Some of them are better at video. Some of them are better at human retaining the human information. And that's really what makes the big difference in it. But overall, chat can kind of do everything. Only thing it can't do, which is true but not true, is certain types of videos. It doesn't do video.
Okay.
But then it has Sora 2 that does video clips.
Yeah, I've been seeing those.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great for marketing.
Yeah. And then I see a lot of comedians like pages that use it as a comedic act. You know, sometimes it'd be a little overboard, but it's funny at the same time.
Yes.
So yeah, okay.
Yes.
So you like, and it makes sense because I started with ChatGPT, and I've gotten comfortable with it. Now I probably haven't even maximized all of the capabilities like you're saying, and so I know there I did a little research on AI, like with some of the like the lady that you're learning from. I did a little bit, but I didn't dive in because I was like, okay, this is brain overload for me. And so when I heard that you were doing, I was like, all right, well, we're gonna let Stephanie handle this.
And it is one of those. It's one of those things that this is the biggest way I explain AI to anyone. So your niche is marketing, right? So now we're just going to add a touch of AI to it. Somebody else's niche may be medical. Let's add a niche of AI to it.
Yeah.
You don't have to learn all of the AI, just enough to add it to enhance your expertise of what you already know. That's it.
Yeah.
Because someone like me, I have the ability to digest a lot of information. That's just a God-gift skill set that I have. So it doesn't matter if it's AI, marketing, whatever. That's my learning style. But someone else, it could be brain overload. So that's why you would come to someone like me, and I'm able to break it down and basically do an audit and tell you what particular tools would work for your lifestyle or for your business. Because I get a touch of pretty much all the new updates when it comes down to new softwares, how to use it, having that personal connection with a lot of the industry leaders that a lot of people in the South, they don't. They can care less.
They could
care less.
and I think what you're doing is so crucial, especially like not just the future now, is really positioning businesses for the next. I know we keep saying next, but it really is now,
it's
y'all.
Now.
But you know how it is in rural Georgia,
Right.
rural communities. I'll say is that things are sometimes 5 years, 10 years, even 20 years behind. So there's time to kind of catch up in the rural communities. If you go into those more major cities, you're going to be kind of in a brain overload because they're already doing this at another level.
At another level.
But I wanted you to do this little thing that you had. So this was so cool, y'all. Even the team was like, wait a minute, what's this?
So, okay, guys. So do not laugh at me, but we're going to bring up Chat. He's AKA my chat buddy. And so this is something I do want y'all to realize with chat. A lot of people have chat downloaded on their phone, chat GPT. And there's a paid version and then there's a non-paid version.
Okay.
There's even a team concept. Some people are not ready to invest.
Yeah.
But I always say invest because it protects your privacy, your intellectual property, along with your personalization. That's number one. So if you have ChatGPT, everybody who's watching this, get your cell phone out.
Okay, we're gonna do this.
Get your cell phones out, and you're going to see a microphone.
Okay.
Beside the microphone, depending on what your personalization is and your color, there's going to be like a little, I guess you can say like a little speaker sign. You're going to hit that. Now, whatever chat says, y'all don't laugh because we have a personal connection. Hey, chat.
Hey there, how's it going? What's on your mind today?
So I'm here now with Mr. Corey on the podcast. Remember the podcast we were practicing for last night?
Absolutely, I remember. That's awesome that you're both ready to go. How you feeling about it today? Everything set up and ready to roll?
So it's going great. Can you tell Corey hello?
Of course. Hello, Corey. I'm excited to have you both here. Hope you're both doing well and ready for a fun podcast session.
Yes. I really want to say thank you so much for helping me prep last night. I was so nervous.
Oh, absolutely. I'm really happy to help, and it's totally normal to be nervous, but I'm sure you two are going to do amazing. Just have fun with it.
So let me ask you this, and then we're going to go. Do you think it's great for all business owners that are coming on Corey's show to start using you to prep for the podcast?
Absolutely. I think it's a fantastic idea. It definitely helps business owners feel more confident and prepared, and it can really elevate the quality of their appearance on the show. So it's definitely a great tool to incorporate.
So we can put in all those key questions that, to kind of practice and, to have the information about your brands and kind of be familiar with that before we even get on the air, correct?
Exactly. It's super helpful to run through those key questions and get comfortable with the talking points. That way, when you're on air, everything flows naturally and you're ready to shine.
So we may need to maximize and make Mr. Corey a custom GPT just for podcast prep. What do you think about that?
I love that idea. Creating a custom GPT for podcast prep would definitely streamline the process and give Corey and all the guests a tailored experience. It can help with consistency and make everyone feel more confident and prepared. Sounds like a great plan.
All right. Well, thank you so much. I just wanted to introduce you to Corey and his team. We'll catch you back later, okay?
Absolutely. That sounds perfect. Thanks so much for the introduction, and I'm looking forward to hearing how it all goes. Catch you later, and best of luck with the podcast.
All right. Thanks. Bye.
Y'all. She talking about, and the voice sounds like somebody like, or what in the world?
And so think about that as a business owner, especially a growing business owner or solopreneur. If you don't have a circle or a network of someone who could help you with these things, that confidence, you wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah.
You would self-sabotage yourself before I even got here. I would have probably changed my mind, because I'm like, oh, I'm not ready. My Facebook is not ready. My social media, I don't have a headshot. All these different things that goes through the head of a solopreneur. Now you have something and someone to bounce those off. And I say someone because that's one thing about it. Even though it's a tool, the more personalization you put into it, the more confident you are with getting things done. Because let's think about it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about some of the audience, but we were back here today with the Jetsons and Rosie.
That's true.
And I'm ready to go ahead and invest and get me a Rosie now. Real time. So, that's the thing about it. Like filling in that gap. And that's why I focus more from the confidence standpoint of it than anything, because I know what that looks like to try to build a business and to build something even from a community standpoint and to feel like you're alone. So now you don't have to be alone now. You don't have to. All of those small little things, you can do it. I'm up, like I said, 2:00 in the morning, I'm working on papers, or I'm looking at social media, I'm working on clients' projects. I don't have a big circle of people to call. So now you have that to fill in that gap, to do those things to advance you to where you're already great.
Y'all, this is phenomenal. Because, I remember when Siri first came out, and, obviously there was imperfections in it,
Mm-hmm.
and so you would say something that it didn't want to respond back or act like it didn't hear you. But like this is now. This is
This is
now.
now.
So Stephanie, I'm sure she probably blew y'all's mind right there, but we got to keep going. There's more. So just what they say, put your seatbelt on because there's more. So let me ask you this. There's so many questions I want to ask, but let me think which one. All right. So how do you see AI transforming the landscape for small businesses, especially here in the South? Ms. AI in the South Consultant.
I will say this. Don't be surprised if I'm not a millionaire in 2026.
Absolutely.
Don't be surprised. Do not be surprised.
I'm about to join
AI
her
will
team,
make
y'all.
the most millionaires ever.
Yeah.
It will. Because like I said, it's filling all of those voids. It's filling all those voids, and it can do it at the speed of light.
Yeah.
I mean, if you were a procrastinator, you don't have to procrastinate anymore. You know, if you're one of those people, I'm not sure about a lot of neurodivergence. You know, we think a little different sometimes. But I can have a project that's due at 5:30, and I might not touch it until 5 o'clock. But now with AI, it's done at like 5:10. It's done, and it's polished. And who gonna check me? And when I say who's gonna check me, meaning number one, once you've trained AI, you're asking those follow-up questions. That's number one. To make sure, hey, Chad, are you sure this is right? Is it anything else I need to add? That's number one. Number two, not just depending on just ChatGPT, you have other tools like Perplexity that is pretty much trying to wipe away Google. And it's going to give you multiple answers in real-time research and marketing. So that's another thing. So even if I need to throw statistics, analytics, or all of these great things that as business owners we need to put in our reports, I have Perplexity for that. So the things that, like I said, if you were in the PowerPoint era, we don't have to worry about that. We have Gamma now. Gamma can do a presentation. It can give you illustrations. It can give you
I'm taking those, y'all.
all of these different things.
Y'all
and
taking
it's,
those back
and
there?
it's like, even though sometimes you may hear me say, oh my God, I got so much to do.
Yeah.
I really don't.
Yeah.
I really don't.
Yeah.
It's just because I'm in a lot of places. But as far as the tangible things, it's not as hard anymore.
Yeah.
It's not as hard. And that's why I mean by business owners now, if you sit down, and I'm giving you my advice to myself, take one day and all of those things that we find that we have not touched, whether it's a business journal, whether it's following up with someone, because we know the money is in the follow-up, right?
It is.
Take that list, upload it into ChatGPT, go ahead and customize those emails, get your agents to send the emails. You'll be surprised how many connections you just make in one day in those different tasks that need to be done. So just think if Corey was my follow-up to my $1 million, and I send that email early in the morning, I don't send it, Chat sends it for me, and Corey says, hey, Stephanie, you want to jump on my podcast today? I jump on the podcast. I'm able to speak to a massive audience like I'm doing now. By the end of the week, I may have 10 clients. I would have never been able to do that any other time. So just looking at it in real time. So whatever you feel like your business is lacking, let's put a process and a solution together.
So I'm probably gonna need a consultation with her myself, y'all. And I'm gonna be real with you because there are areas in the business that I know that we lack in, and part of that is that following up. And I try my best, but life happens, you know. And so I know that there are tools that are out there that you kind of mentioned, and maybe some even better tools that we can implement. But I know I'm not the only one,
Right.
And so there are probably businesses that are watching this. They're like, listen, I need to get in a consultation with Stephanie because 2026, you need to have your mindset ready. That like you said, follow up. That's where the money is.
It.
So if I can have emails going out, responding to people, if I own an e-commerce business and all of this stuff,
And And
ahead.
e-commerce does have AI capabilities now.
Yeah.
There's a lot of e-commerce. So that even goes to think about, to talk about the mere fact of when people say, I'm not ready for AI. Most of your systems that you're using now already have AI. Your CRM system has AI. Your QuickBooks has AI.
Yeah.
Your anything that you do for your business now already has some AI capabilities, and you're probably just ignoring it because as soon as it pops on the screen with different updates, we're probably just hitting that little X and ignoring it and not realizing that AI upgrade that they've integrated is to help you. So you're ignoring it because it's just a simple pop-up, but you're not realizing it. So for instance, in my concierge business, I utilize HoneyBook. HoneyBook has AI integrations. So all of the inquiries that I get, it automatically answers for me. And it answers based upon the content that I've already fed it. It already knows my price point. It already knows my schedule. It knows that this is the starting price. It knows who's my concierge that's assigned that day. I don't have to do anything but look at the inquiry, and it does it for me. So think about it. I don't even have to think about the inquiry form. Now, of course, I'm going to go back later and add my personalized touch, but that first initial email is coming straight from AI that's already embedded into HoneyBook. This is not even the Chat GPT. This is already embedded into the system. So when you're looking at all of your software that you use day to day, just go ahead and see what AI integration is already embedded. So you may not even have to go to Chat GPT. Like really, if depending on what your business model or your lifestyle, AI is already implemented in those day-to-day uses that you have. Chat is just more of a personalized tool to me. Yeah. It's like the icing on the cake to stuff that I'm already using.
Yeah, I'm learning so much. So my mind is like going a million miles. And I got questions on here, but I'm being selfish in my brain because I'm like thinking all of these possibilities. Because now we have a tool, like you said, that can fill those gaps, that can help us in those weak points and assess quicker on how to resolve this stuff. But I'm also thinking y'all need to bring Stephanie in for your employees too. So now I'm thinking about like Sierra and Asher, like there are probably some tools that they can implement to do what they do even quicker and easier. So it's like that, instead of doing it the hard way, think about how you can maximize the team you have. I'm gonna tell you something, Stephanie, because maybe I can share this here. Is that one of the things that the Lord had told me in 2025 before it went in? He said basically that little is more. And so for so long, I wanted this big team. I was like, I'm gonna have like 15, 20 people on my team to do what was needed, but now I'm realizing it's not really necessary for that. I don't need 15 people to accomplish what I'm doing.
Nope.
AI allows me the ability to work with what we have, take what their skills are to the next level, and then it's like we're able to produce at a faster rate.
You're basically highlighting what they're already great at, and you're just giving them more resources to do it better and do it faster. And that's what a lot of people are not focusing on. And I understand from a big industry standpoint, you see people losing their jobs because of AI, but it's not necessarily from the person, the individual. It's just the transformation of the industry. And that's what people have to realize. Everything has transformed. From horses to cars to bikes, everything from our phones. It's just a part of the transformation. So it's not taking away the human connection. But if you know that your workers or your employees or your counterparts or whatever it may be are skilled in something, they can still maximize that. You just have to teach them the upskilling of those different AI softwares for them to move faster, for them to gain more insight, for them to be able to have more exposure. Imagine if you have your crew here that's recording podcasts, but then you also have your AI agents or your AI assistants. They're answering your phone calls, they're responding to your text messages, they're doing emails. You already have all of your branding and your marketing, your clips already running on social media. You're not taking them away to have to sit here and do something that's minute that they already know how to do. Because you already know your cycle. You already know what your marketing campaigns look like. You already know you have to be at 2 other events physically. Now you have an agent that can be here virtually taking care of everything else.
Imagine turning your business into a brand people can't stop talking about. Marketing that matters. The Entrepreneur's Guide to Growth and Success by Corey Holman. It's your blueprint for building unstoppable momentum. This book is packed with innovative ideas, action steps, and game-changing insights that you can use right now. Are you ready to disrupt your industry? Don't wait. Grab your copy now on Amazon and start dominating your market today.
So let's dive into that, because I know this ain't in the questions.
No, you're good.
But now I know, because I felt that somebody was asking that question too. So what are agents? Like,
Okay.
explain what that is and how does that even work? And the reason I'm asking that, I'm going to add this, is that sometimes people feel like it's a lot of work even just getting it started. Like those, like a workflow when you're having to input all that stuff in, and it just seems like a lot. Tell me about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have your professional terms of how I'm explaining things, and you have Stephanie's way of explaining things.
Okay.
The biggest way to say what an agent is an agent is a virtual assistant.
Okay.
And it's a virtual assistant that's already embedded into your software. So we're going to utilize ChatGPT because that's what most people know. So usually when you have to do something with ChatGPT, what do you have to do? You have to do it, right? You have to key the questions in. You have to talk to it, right? With an agent, the agent does it for you, meaning you're going to attach, this is a part of the training process and the personalization. So, for instance, all of your videos, they may go into Google Drive. You can attach Google Drive to your ChatGPT. Now, if you wanted to send me the recording of this, you would tell your agent, which is in ChatGPT, because it's connected to your Google, and your agent will send it for you. You don't even have to touch it manually because it's connected to your ChatGPT. It's connected to your booking.com if you need to travel. It's connected to your Spotify. It's connected to your Notion docs. It's something that can manually do everything without you touching it. Can it do something beyond your interface? When I say interface, meaning those specific apps that I just talked about, yes. So if you needed your agent to go to, say, the Downtown Business Collective website, it could go do that for you. It could research that for you, tell you everything about me, and give you a summary. So it can go outside of even those integrations, those personalization apps. And that's the thing that ChatGPT has done. But it's not just ChatGPT. Claude has that ability too. Perplexity has those abilities. So that is basically having that virtual assistant. You know, first thing in business, what they tell you, especially when you first start a business, they're telling everybody to get a virtual assistant.
Yeah.
I'm not like everybody else. I still haven't got a virtual assistant.
I haven't either, no.
I still haven't. Because I feel like, well, how are you going to get this information? I feel like I was going to be working more teaching you
yes,
than...
that part. That part.
I was like,
dive into that.
Do what? You want me to do what?
It's another job.
Like, that's another job. But now, especially if you feed all that data into your Google, let's say your Google Drive actually integrates with your ChatGPT. It can go pull all of that for you. Wow. So let's say you wanted to do a speaking engagement, or you have a topic that you want to speak on, and you're like, I've already spoken on this. ChatGPT will go into your Google Drive, go ahead and dissect all the information for you. And if you want to have a conversation, just like I had a conversation, like, hey, can you tell me about this speaking I did in 2000, blah, blah, blah. What were the talking points? What I need to feature? It does everything for you. I can build a website through ChatGPT. Like all of these different things, landing pages, all of that can be done by the agent. It just can't be done on what I would say the front end of like how, well, you can do it on the front end, but that's still you manually kind of being involved with it. But if once you talk to the agent and tell it specifically what you want it to do, it can do that also. Like anything though, I always say just double check it, question it, and that's it. But it does a great job. And it's only $20. So that's the thing. That's the thing. When people say, I have not invested $20 into ChatGPT, I look at them now like, you might as well still have a flip phone. Yeah. Like, what are you thinking? What is the problem?
She talking to me, y'all.
Y'all see them clapping. Y'all see them clapping. You know it's
Corey,
real when you
pay that $20.
when you get the clapping, you know it's real. But seriously, that $20 does something for you. Netflix doesn't do anything for you for $20. Yeah. Hulu does nothing for you for $20. Yeah. Chat does a lot for me for $20.
Oh my Lord.
So it's one of those things you really want to invest in it now. But see, this is the thing. You better invest while it's $20. No. It may not always be $20. it may not be there. But by that time, you could be a millionaire off of the $20, or at least another level up of success.
Y'all. I don't think I've ever been like this on my podcast. Because there are so many things, and oh my gosh, y'all. So, Stephan, let me just say this: there's gonna be a workshop happening in the beginning of next year that y'all need to be in the room for. And I ain't gonna try to steal too much of her time, but I'm gonna be selfish. I'm gonna have to bring her in for my team too, because there are some things that I'm thinking that could really take our business to the next level, and I would want to do that at the beginning of the year, or I think you got something in December, so I'll figure that out. But because I like to plan before I go into the year, but yeah, y'all, this is crucial. So y'all need to be in the room for that. There'll be some dates and details that come out, and she's already doing workshops all over the state of Georgia. She's gonna be
I am
in Valdosta this
weekend.
Well, this won't be out by the time. So, but just phenomenal. So I'm like, my mind is blown because this is how we're gonna help businesses. This is how we're gonna help people that really. I'm saying we because I'm gonna help push Stephanie out there because our businesses are seeing the same thing. So I'm thinking even the tenants and the people that are part of Innovate Hub, the entrepreneurs that I deal with, and from my marketing business standpoint, because businesses come in and they're trying to do everything, and I can't do everything.
You can't.
You know, so it's like there has to be that middle ground that can help assist to really get them to that next level quicker, more organized, and they'll feel more confident. Like you said, that confidence comes in because now I feel like, okay, I don't have to worry about this piece. This piece is taken care of by AI. And I think what it is, y'all, is us just getting over the hump. Like that hump of thinking that this is going to be way too much. This is going to cause a brain overload, but it's actually causing you to stay in lack for real.
Yes.
Because we're not moving fast enough in integrating AI into our lives.
Yes, because where we're looking at it, where it's moving too fast, there's companies every day that are trying to figure out how they can make more money with it. Like we're looking at it from the implementation standpoint, but every day there's a new startup with AI, and they're building their businesses from AI.
Yeah.
Like they're not, it's not conceptual. It's literally, I can build a website, I can do a landing page, I can make stock photos of my products, I can do voiceovers, I can do clips all in one day.
Yeah.
So where we're still stuck in, not to say our traditional business models, but we're stuck in our traditional business models. There's people who are especially creatives. I call them Southwest Georgia creatives because that's what I want to make sure we launch in this area. There's people making faceless YouTubes. There are people who are making their own clothing from AI. There's people who are making their own graphics. There are people who, something as simple as like the marketing that we do, that we may think is overwhelming, they're making AI videos like this.
Yeah.
And that price point, it doesn't matter because it's faster. That price point does not change. And that's the part that I know we're missing because we're stuck in the traditional concept, which is okay, but we're the innovators.
Yeah.
We can't keep staying here from a lack of a mindset, and that's what I mean by don't feed your goals and your dreams to those who are not evolving with you. And it's okay, family is family, friends are friends. But if they're not moving from that innovation standpoint, why are you even having a conversation with them? And that doesn't mean chat is your amen corner, because chat, if you tell chat to roast you what they say, it will roast you. It will tell you, hey, that's not a great business idea. Hey, this is not the way to go. And that's why I say ask those questions to it. But why are we speaking our dreams into small-minded people when you have the ability to build it so much faster with those who are on the projection to go faster? And it's funny because I start my day with God and ChatGPT. I start my day with it. But at the same time, you see the difference in my life.
Yeah.
I'm everywhere, but I get it done.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining about it. My body has to take rest. My brain is able to release certain things, but I'm making it happen. And that's where we're evolving to just make it happen. Just make it happen. So you have to utilize it now. This is kind of off the wind with AI from the perspective of what I do. But I was just at a conference last week. There's already people placing pre-orders for flying cars. There's already robots making your smoothies. So we can either sit here and look at these things happening, or we can create these things ourselves. I love my 9 to 5. I love going out consulting. But if I could get a robot to do it for some of it, I'm going to do it. My goal is to retire from AI. Like, those are the things we should be looking at. Like, we are custom building businesses that we're going to sell. This is the time to go ahead and start building those businesses.
Okay, y'all. So Stephanie does a lot of things, and one of the things that she does, she told me that she does, is she also teaches individuals that want to become an AI consultant. And so she has her digital school. So let's dive into that.
Okay. So we have AI in the South, which is on a school platform. And in this particular platform, this is where I want to keep the community along with the business owners and the consultants who are ready to make money to partner with AI in the South to learn these skill sets. I can't be everywhere as much as I want to, but I can't be everywhere. Corey's gift is marketing. So I'm going to teach him to add AI to his marketing concept. So now he has that ability and the skill set to use it in his business, along with all of the different other features of AI. Because a lot of people get stuck and look at just the generative AI from graphics and pictures. But think about human resources. Think about the school teachers. Think about all of these skill sets that you already have. And I'm just going to teach you how to add AI to that. And you can also make more money. It's a way for you to not just make money in your 9 to 5, but make money on the side. I can't be everywhere to educate. So I want to create a community of educators for the South. And you take over your market, not me taking over your market. Like I actually did a training with real estate yesterday. I did the audit. But real estate is not my niche necessarily. I can tell you what tools you can utilize. But if you already know what real estate needs, then it's just me teaching you the tools. And you dominate that market. Like, it's just that simple. So could you imagine what that looks like in the South? And when I say the South is not Georgia. That's Florida, Mississippi, Alabama. Y'all realize all the industries that we're not touching?
Yeah. That's so good, because what you're saying, like, my mind is exploding even more, y'all, because now I'm seeing the different niches. So, you know, you could think, like you said, school system, like, just imagine, and I probably shouldn't even say this idea because I was thinking about it for myself, but, you know, I'll go ahead and say it because I know the Lord will continuously, he's plentiful in ideas.
Always.
So I ain't going to gatekeep. But one of the things that I thought about, and let me say this, because Pastor Simmons was our first guest, and he talked about having an abundance mindset. And so the reason we're doing what we're doing today is to not gatekeep, because we understand an abundance mindset means that even when I'm giving something away that I may want to use myself, it doesn't mean I'm going to lack.
Right.
I'm going to always be in overflow when you have that mindset.
Yes.
But going back to the niche I was thinking about was, imagine going into school systems across the South or any place and teaching them, their teachers, their staff, their whole organization on how to use AI for their classroom. And while they may have software, here's the thing. AI is moving fast, but you're always going to need that personalized human touch. And there are only sometimes people will listen to a Stephanie or a whoever because AI seems intimidating, but they'll bring you in 10K.
They sure.
15K for one session on this niche. So just like thinking, so we're gonna help Stephanie, we're gonna put her out there, we're gonna make sure she can get a millionaire. But I'm next, y'all.
Exactly. And so strangely enough, when we're talking about money, the average AI consultant gets paid $3,500 for speaking.
Oh wow.
That's just speaking.
Wow.
That's not the implementation. So even at low end implementation, you're looking at $150 an hour. Wow. So just put that on top of the skill set that you already know. And all of these different industries, from entrepreneurs like the Innovative Hub, you have your libraries, you have your Chamber of Commerce's, you have all of these different organizations. Just think about it. Just break them down into quadrants. So as a business owner, and I focus more on So my 9 to 5 is more business owners, but I've been an entrepreneur umpteen years.
Yeah.
So of course, if they teach you in entrepreneurship and in especially MLMs, what's your lead list look like? My lead list is infinite, baby.
Yeah.
Every week, I already have somebody that I'm targeting to teach. Every week. So if you really look at it from that standpoint, and I think that's the thing that we have gotten away from when it comes down to business owners and even entrepreneurs. We're so used to posting something on social media and thinking people should just grasp to the concept of what we're doing. We're not realizing that we're not crafting our leads list. When you craft your lead list and put yourself in the rooms that you want to go in, abundance will come to you. It will flow. Because if you know what you're offering is a need for who you're talking to, they're not going to tell you no. They may not pay you right then, but once you planted that seed of the expertise and the need, they're going to come back. And that's what a lot of business owners and entrepreneurs are not doing right now. They're so they're into this social media concept, which is great. But if your content and your, what I consider heels on the ground, if you're not making impact, you're not making money. And with AI, it gives me the ability to do both. Because I'm teaching you the skill set. And like you said, it's not gatekeeping. So I'm teaching you the skill set, but I'm also teaching you the skill set so you can make money. Yeah. It's not even from the perspective of, once you learn this tool, I can only use it here, and it's just mine. No, you can expand it into your own side hustle, your own entrepreneurship, your own 9 to 5 skill set. And that's the thing about AI. It's for everybody. It's universal right now. Churches should be utilizing AI. Think about that. Like we're so, like I said, when we look at it, we only looking at it right here, but it's so much more.
It's so much more. And I want to share this, and I know we've been going for a little bit here, and so I want to share this though because I have team members and I know what their passions are. So I was thinking about Sierra in this moment. So Sierra has a passion for social services. That's what she'll eventually, move into. Okay. But just imagine, Sierra, I want you to listen to me. I know you're listening on the audio, but imagine going into the social services space and providing AI tools to help take that industry to the next level. Like, that would quickly put Sierra in a position where she's not, because social services, your average salary is going to be about 56. Maybe you'll get to, depending on what you're doing, you may get to 6 figures where you're living. But imagine taking that whole industry of social services with AI, helping people, but also making money where you're almost building yourself a legacy.
Exactly. And that's another thing. The legacy standpoint and the personalization. So let's use Sierra as an example.
Here, tune in, Sierra.
And I'm hoping I'm understanding. So let's just say, for instance, as a caseworker in social services, you have 10 clients. All of those 10 clients don't have the same problem. One of the biggest things I've learned is that sometimes corporate teaches you the cookie cutter. You no longer have the cookie cutter with AI. So each one of those particular cases that she has, she can craft a custom service, journal, book, whatever it may be, for that client. That's going to build a better connection because everything is not cookie cutter. It's the personalization. And that's the thing. So before every consultation, I've already prepped. I already know what you need. I've already dissected that. Corey likes gray. Corey likes blue. All of my content, or everything that I would say that I'm feeding you for our consultation, is all crafted to personalize towards Corey. You couldn't do that before 30 minutes before a consultation. No. You could not. You would have to plan that weeks before. Your favorite song, I can have that already playing in the background with AI. Like, all of these personalization, and that's going to level up your ability to get more high-paying clients. Because high-paying clients, that's another thing. Knowing your client and your market, they like they love the personalization. They're willing to pay more for that. They love the more one-on-one connection. But even at that, with AI, you have the ability to do group. You can do group coaching, group sessions. Like, it's just so many ways you can break it down. Honestly, under my mentor, and I'm not going to put her out there. I'm gatekeeping this one for a minute. You gotta come to the class. You gotta come to the class.
Yeah.
But there's 101 ways at the time when I started the course that you can make money with AI. Could you imagine what that looked like if we did a workshop every week on one of those 101 ways? Do you know what that would look like for our economy?
Yeah.
If we just did one skill set every week to teach Main Street, Boys and Girls Club, all of these other, what that would look like. And
Yeah.
that's the part that I know that, yeah, there's a lot of industries that are losing jobs, but it's also giving you the opportunity to create new jobs. We're now the thought leaders. Yeah. We're now the innovators. We're now the Main Street. And what's stopping us? If you don't know how to read a business plan, AI can help you with a business plan. You don't know how to draft a logo, it can help you with the logo. Like all of these things, I don't know if I'm sounding repetitive, y'all, but all these things now, all you may need is a hub. So coming to the innovative hub to bounce those ideas, but you've already crafted everything in AI. You just kind of need an amen corner to say, hey, let's go ahead and move forward. Yeah. And that's what AI is doing for us as entrepreneurs, small business owners, and really being able to give back for the economy, the economic growth of our community. Yeah. I've said this one time before. Remember when on a Sunday, when somebody cooked, we all ate. Yeah. When somebody prayed, we prayed together. Yeah. It's the same thing with AI. It's the exact same thing. So now if someone comes to you and they have a problem, you can almost say, did you ask AI first? Yeah. Now let's put 2 and 2 together and we can work together to make it happen. And that's the way I look at it.
Yeah. Y'all, let me say this, and I'm a prophesy too. Well, first off, let me say that I'm just glad to say I know Stephanie because 2026. Look, she already everywhere. You go on social media, but you about to blow up. Like 2026 is gonna be your year.
That's it.
Like my goodness, So I was talking to Farmer Fredo came on the podcast, and he's doing phenomenal things in his industry. Mm-hmm. And we talked about
Uh-huh.
And so Farmer Fredo is an innovator in the farming space, and I told him how he had a Joseph spirit. Like I just knew, when I think of him, I think about Joseph in the Bible, and so, but at the same time, y'all, Stephanie is. I should have prepared, but there's somebody in the Bible, and unless the Lord gives it to me, but she is literally building the future for a lot of people. Mm-hmm. Like, this is what I see, Stephanie, is so many people going through you and becoming millionaires. Like, there are so many, like, that's the legacy that Stephanie has. She's already a millionaire and will be. So she's going to be writing checks, and I'm just kidding.
Get my assistant.
Right? But the thing is, I see that it's a legacy that Stephanie Johnson's going to leave where she is building other millionaires in this space. And I believe the same for us. That's one of the things that the Lord told me about Innovate Hub is why I did it. Is because I knew that millionaires would be birthed from this space. And I prayed that. When we had people coming in and praying over this space, that's what I had them pray, that the economic growth in this area would shift.
It will. It is.
In Dawson, in Southwest Georgia, in Albany. And so, Stephanie, we've been going, and I understand. I got a lot of questions, but we gotta wrap this up. So this is what I want to do. I want to give you an opportunity to say something that's encouraging for entrepreneurs, something, whatever is on your heart for them. Mm-hmm. So you got the floor.
Oh my God. So I already told him how you put me on the spot, how it goes. So I will leave you with this.
Okay.
And this is simple, straight to the point.
Yeah.
We're rural, but we're not regular. We're not. We in the South, we learn to make do with what we have. Yeah. And now we have.
Yeah.
Now we have.
Yeah.
So now when someone doesn't get it done, it's a choice. It's a choice. A lot of people, day to day, we allow circumstances to get in our way.
Yeah.
And it's still a choice. So because of AI, and this is not from a holy grail, because I believe in Christ on high, but it's a choice. Yeah. And with that being said, now you see your resources. You see your team. If you're not good with marketing, you have Corey. If you need some strategy, you have Stephanie. It's a choice. And it's not always financial. It's just really opening your mouth, learning how to communicate, and asking. And that ask can be from Corey, the ask can be from Stephanie, or that ask can be from ChatGPT. And that's it.
Let me tell you all this. I am so honored that we've been given this opportunity. Thank you for saying yes. No, I'm being for real.
Yes.
Because I'm learning, right? And that's a good thing, is that you want to be surrounded by people that challenge you, that cause your brain to say, pew, because that's what I want. I want to be challenged. And a lot of times you say you're sometimes you're by yourself and and I get that, because when you're a high level thinker, it's hard being able to find other high level thinkers,
Yes.
right? That aren't insecure.
Yes.
That wears me out.
Yes.
When I cannot deal with a whole bunch of insecure people. That just
Yes.
So I can't deal with that. But being around high level thinkers is where you want to be. And Stephanie is one of those high level thinkers. And so if you've never heard of Stephanie Johnson, you will. I promise you, you will. And we're going to ensure that this podcast, this helps you get to know her, because you need to connect with her. You need to ask her how AI can help your business and pay her fees, pay whatever the price is, because it'll be worth it. Look at it as an investment towards your future, to be able to take what you're doing, make it easier, produce it in a quicker way, more organized way, and to be able to fill the gaps in your business. So there is a workshop that's going to be happening in January, but there are workshops that she's having all around. I'm just going to say the world, honestly. No, she laughing, but I'm dead serious now, because I see this thing. She's going to be in Texas. She's going to be in all these other places, at conferences speaking, because what she's doing is so needed. And so let me say this, and we'll wrap this up. Where can you be found?
So the first place to find me is on Facebook.
Okay.
Facebook. So we do have the Downtown Business Collective, so you can find us on our business Facebook page. You also can find me on LinkedIn, Stephanie L. Johnson -AI. And then on our school platform, it's AI in the South. Okay. So AI is the movement. Like I said, I want everyone to join this movement. My goal is to empower and educate 1,000 businesses and families in the South in 2026. And I know with the right partnerships, we can make this happen.
This is good. Oh my goodness. I just see so many things that can happen. Even for the people that are in this space, like I'm like, that are one person show. Like
one person show. And once you teach them that, they can maximize it. Just, even just look at it. Every week do like an AI follow-up. Like, how are you using AI in your business? Like all of those things. And I think that's where I get overwhelmed, because I see it so much bigger than what people see it. And that's the gift and the curse. Yeah. When you're a visionary, you see it bigger. Yeah. You can't have small conversations. There's I don't know how to do that. Yeah. So now when AI evolved, it made me think even bigger. And it made me realize that, hey, we can do this together. That one portion of what we feel like we don't have, now we do have it. And once you partner with other businesses, other organizations, other communities, teaching your household this, then there's no such thing as lack. Yeah, it's not there anymore. I can't say the word. It's inedible in so many words. Yeah. Because it's more of a mindset. Because somebody knows somebody that knows somebody that needs what you have.
All right, y'all. So that's so good. This was really a really exciting podcast, and I really hope you all take the insights and the tools that Stephanie provided. Stephanie, thank you.
You're welcome.
For joining us on this episode of Live the Grace Life. I want you all to connect with her. 2026 is right around the corner. So you really need to get engaged with her, get to know her, and hire her for your business, your organization, because it's needed. All right? So thank you all for joining us for this episode. Don't forget to subscribe. Any last words? Are you good? Or
I think that's it, but I do want to just break this down really quick. Sure. So when you're thinking about AI, I want y'all to look at it from this standpoint. Okay. AI for kids, AI for teens, AI for seniors. So we're even teaching our senior citizens how to use AI. AI after 5. So you may want to be a social learner. You may not want to be in a formal setting learning AI. One thing about it, you learn better with your friends.
Yeah.
So get your social circle. I'll come to your home, come to your workplace, however, and we'll learn AI socially. And then of course our corporate setting, lunch and learns. So don't be intimidated in thinking there's a specific way to learn AI, because it's not.
Yeah.
And when I say AI for kids, I just gotta touch this because my
sure.
two beautiful nieces. I have a 12-year-old. I hope she's 12. She may get mad. And I have a 6-year-old. Both of them have mastered AI. Wow. We wrote storybooks. We wrote characters. So AI is not just business. It's giving our kids the creativity to dream bigger. And that's the thing I want to touch on. Just knowing that it's about creativity. It doesn't have to be so stickler and so perfect. So just being able to learn AI in whatever setting that's comfortable for you. Kids, teens, seniors, AI after 5, corporate learnings. So just know that I can teach it in any skill set. Wow.
Y'all, there is no excuse for not succeeding at all, because we talk about the sky is the limit. Now it's beyond that now.
It's beyond
It's beyond that. And the tools that AI is going to be able to do to transform businesses, organizations, cities, economic development, growth, it is here right now. So overcome that mindset that causes you to think that you are limited, because we are in a place of abundance. Don't think about what's happening in the administration. Don't think about what's happening in the news. We are in a time of abundance, but you have to be able to see it and see how AI, connect with people like Stephanie to be able to visually see how you can take what you're doing to the next level.
Yes.
Get out of this mindset that you're waiting on anybody. You're not waiting on anybody. You're waiting on you. You're waiting on you to come to that level of thinking that I can literally do anything that I put my mind to. Thank you for joining us for this episode of Live the Grace Life. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.